Welcome to the Kennedys Shockumentary. Okay, so this house on Beale Street is where President Kennedy was born. And when Rose and Joe got married, they moved here, and they were both from famous Irish families. Their great-grandparents were both from Ireland, came over in the potato famine, and the kids changed the world. They had 4 kids here. The president was born in May of 1917. The other 4 kids that lived here was Joe, who eventually was killed in World War II, President Jack Kennedy, his sister Kathleen, who died in a plane crash, and Rosemary. So what we're going to do is we're going to track the history of the Kennedy family on this shockumentary. Big part of American history, big Irish family. "51 Abbotsford Road, a brief walk from the old house where the first 4 Kennedy kids were born. You got another 3 Kennedy kids being born here, Eunice and Bobby, Robert, of course, and Patricia were born here. The family was getting bigger. The dad was a big bank president. Look at this wraparound porch. All of a sudden, this family is making it. And they loved Boston. They were a famous Boston family. Walk around, wraparound porch. The kids used to play on that. They lived here until President Jack Kennedy was around 10 years old. And this is the beginning of it all. And eventually a couple of them ended up at Harvard, as you know, Harvard, right around. And this is part of Boston history. St. Aidan's Church, Brookline, Massachusetts. This is where the Kennedy family, Rose used to take the kids here to church every single day. From 1914 to right through the 1920s. Jack, by the way, he was baptized here. Jack also was an altar boy here. Jack also, the legend has it, from people that saw it happen, used to speed here on his roller skates really, really fast, pop his roller skates off, sprint into the church, go to confession, come back, pop his roller skates back on, and speed back home. So his mom was pretty proud of him to do that, and I wonder what he said or did to make him sprint to confession that way, but luckily for him, he made it. And St. Aidan's has now become a private residence. You can still see the structure of the church. Beautiful place, beautiful. Of the United States of America. Here we are at the Kennedy Library. Very, very historic place. Right on the water, by the way, which is something that President Kennedy would have loved. He loved being out on the sea. I think he would have liked. The old Oyster House, 1826. Daniel Webster used to come here. JFK used to come here on Sundays with his newspaper. Go to booth 18 upstairs, just quietly read the paper. One of his favorite places in Boston. Let's go take a look. Bobby, try the chowder, it's delicious. Yeah, try it, Bobby. Ye old Oyster House, where JFK loved to eat his chowder. Favorite booth right here. Rock and roll. Booth 18. Booth 18. JFK used to sit here, read the newspaper, eat his chowder, and have a wonderful... Here we are at the Kennedy compound, and that is Hyannisport. This is Hyannisport, the Kennedy compound, the summer White House, where Joe Kennedy initially bought land in the 1930s, and the Kennedys were known for living here. When JFK was president, he used to land on a helicopter right over there, and his kids would run out and hug him. And it's a wonderful place. By the way, since we've been walking around this area, we've been bombarded by Kennedy kids. It's like a reincarnation of a Jaws marathon, and nothing but teeth and hair, all good-looking kids, great kids. This is a very, very fantastic place, lots of history. St. Francis Xavier Church in Hyannis, Massachusetts. This is where Rose went to church and said the rosary every single day of her life. This is where Arnold and Maria got married. They walked right down those steps with such great dreams, but of course Arnold turned out to be a cad, but we'll forget about that. This is where JFK and Babby and Ted served as altar boys, because their beach house, if you want to call it the compound, actually was a bit of a walk, but you could walk it from here. It's a beautiful, simple church. You have to admire Rose's faith that she had in here through all of her days. She must have been a real special lady. All the trials and the problems she had in her life, she found comfort in this church, and for that, she was blessed. Okay, we're wrapping it up. It's been a long Kennedy tour. Okay, so it's a tremendous story. Sure, I guess they made their money in bootlegging and all that, but Bobby and John, in a sense, gave their lives to the country. And so for that, we thank them. And this is the Kennedy Memorial. So, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, but rather what you can do for your country.
I propose to the President